Ariana, your tarot life coach, bringing you your tarot scope for September 11th through the 17th. What's up, my sexy ass fires? Y'all looking super good. Feeling super good. I hope. Big hugs, lots and lots of love, high five, shoulder rubs, and some pats on the booties just because. How you guys doing? If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you're a returning family member, you already know what it is, big baby. So glad to have you back. Thank you for joining me. Hopefully you've enjoyed those monthlies and the full moon read. And now we're going to venture off into something different. So like I've said in all my other videos that I've done, I really debated against not doing a read this week. Because my heart's feeling everything that's going on right now with the universe. So I've been wanting to put out a whole chakra series, and when my new cards came in, which you're seeing it right there in the middle, this is the Sacred Power reading cards by Anna Stark. OMG, amazingly beautiful. I had to just pull them out, guys. We will be using these to harness different kinds of energy to kind of give us guidance. These are so powerful. Anyways, I saw the cards, I thought about the read, and then I was like, you know what? Let's focus on guidance as opposed to predictions, okay? So y'all already know me, how I like to do my weeklies, but if you're new, that's what this is mainly about. It's just about guidance. So there might be some messages though if you want to stay tuned. Anyways, let's talk about the root chakra. So what is the root chakra and what do people mean by getting grounded? I know a lot of times we say things, I know I say a lot of things and people are like, but what does that mean? I'm like, well, it means get grounded, like get your shit together, you know? So anyways, your root is what ties you to the earth. It actually is connected to the skeletal frame, your teeth, your large colon. It's the Kundalini energies of Shiva and Shakti. It's up and down. It's located at the base of your spine, okay? And it's what harnesses that energy and it connects us. It's like our plug to the universe, okay? Now, it makes us feel, it fulfills our basic needs like food, shelter, family, that kind of thing. And it also governs our sense of smell, which is the strongest sense we have because even as a newborn, we can smell our mothers, okay? Instead of see them. So the root is, when it's in balance, we feel grounded, abundant, everything is flowing copacetically, everything feels great. The deities that are connected with your root chakra are Indra and Ganesha. Okay, so when we're understimulated or deficient, we don't feel good. We feel a little ungrounded. We feel weak boundaries, scattered, anxiety, can't focus, family issues, financial issues. Things just don't feel right. We don't feel safe. We don't feel secure. And that's when we need to harness in more reds, okay? Red food, red clothes, red crystals. Now, when we're overstimulated, we have some rigid boundaries. We can be a little greedy with money, all about success and being overprotective and having trouble adapting to change. Then we have to go into our heart chakra, which is going to balance the root chakra with the colors, okay? And you would do more of the greens. So depending on where you're at, that's how you're going to connect with Mother Earth's energy. Affirmations like I am grounded, I am safe, I am secure, I have more than enough, I am abundant. Whatever it is that you need to be reminded of is a good way to connect with that chakra. Now, it also recommends gardening, also trying a bath with red stuff, for example, rose petals with beets, anything that's going to add that color to you, walking on the soil and with bare feet. Carrying these crystals around might also help too. Hematite, black tourmaline, red jasper, garnet, ruby, okay? Now, some of the issues is like to be here, a survival, self-preservation. And we're trying to get a stronger sense of esteem, like self-esteem, get our heads out of the clouds. When you're grounded, you have a very sense of being, a very strong sense of being. There's no wavering things that throw you off as often because you know who you are, you know you belong, and you know you're lovable. So with that being said, we're going to go right up into our Sacred Power card, and that is protection. And we have this knight standing right in front of us. And when I saw this card, I immediately thought about us being the knights in shining armor. And this is for Leo, Saggy, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising, okay? And this is how to harness that root chakra energy. But I want you to see that his sword is right next to him. He's protecting himself with his shield. His hand is on the sword. He's fully armored. He's prepared for battle, but he's emitting love and light. And I kind of feel like what's going on is that we need to protect our heart space because we've been hurt before. And sometimes when we've been hurt, we tend to overly protect when it's not as much needed, right? So just depending on where you fall. But this is attributed to the number 22. That's the number in the deck. For me, that's a 4. That means this is the foundation right now. Your root chakra is either building the foundation for your relationships in your family, relationships in your love life, relationships in your friendships, relationship with yourself, a career. But we are building the foundation right now, okay? And it talks about speaking your truth about all matters important to your heart. Have faith. You have the strength to get through anything. Face them right now. Your patience is being challenged. Well, I know mine is every day, all day, okay? Focus on your own energy and what you can do to improve it. And be thankful, humility, and grace. And the affirmation is, I am safe. I know I am protected as I walk my path every day. Okay. It also talks about maybe you felt like you've been under attack by others, being aware of the impact of your own energy and other people's emotions in response. Almost like, are you the drama? Are you putting yourself in the drama? Do you get any kind of like energy from the drama? Because some people live for drama, okay? And try not to take things so personally. All right, so that is what this knight is trying to tell us. It's all about that protection. Whenever I see grandfather sky, I automatically just think, oh my gosh, we're talking about fathers. We're talking about, you know, grandpas. We're just talking about that male energy coming in and being protective. But I also feel like this is our heart space. This is, you know, balancing our heart space. And I've said this, and I think for water sign is that sun and moon energy, that masculine and that feminine energy that has to be in balance. They have to be in agreement to move forward. Now, what's coming in for us mentally is polar bear, big baby. I love polar bear. I think it's like one of the most powerful bears there is because they're known as the Iceman. And the Iceman can withstand the coldest of any situation, guys. Basically, them crazy animals fish in ice cold water to pull out a fish that is freaking ice cold with the chance that they could fall in the ice. And sometimes they swim in that cold water. I'm telling you, you have been through the ringer, fire sign. I don't know. I'm going to say emotionally through the ringer, and you have withstood it. Your heart space is still strong. I almost feel like your heart is the biggest organ in you, like it sustaining everything. If it wasn't for your heart, you probably would have given up on life because you're like a sweetheart. And a lot of times it gets misread for at least Leos. I know for sure we get misread. We get told that we're conceited or self-centered. No, sometimes it's a protection thing, but as many as I know, and I have a little girl who's a Leo, I'm a Leo. When we love hard. I mean, it is like enduring love, and we are your knight in shining armor in any kind of situation that we can be. So, polar bear saying, stand up for yourself, speak your truth respectfully and compassionately. That's that honor, that grace, you know, being very, I would say, cautious of what you're saying with no attachment to the outcome. Stand up for yourself, okay? It doesn't matter what the other person does, and the fact that it's not going to control you. You are the one in control, okay? This is fearlessness, purity, wisdom, nobility, intensity, adaptability, okay? Because the knight has to go with the flow. He's got to make sure that he follows the orders when they're given, okay? Ask for what you want and see what happens, but don't get all worked up about how it turns out, okay? Ask for setting boundaries with others, such as saying no to requests or demands. It's about standing and being clear for yourself without apologies. I do that a lot. I know I am very guilty of saying, oh, I am so sorry, but I can't. Why should I be sorry? I just can't, you know, but I always apologize for things. And people are always like, why are you telling me you're sorry? And I'm like, I don't know. I just feel really bad because I can't do it. So those are some things to work on. It's just to you know, speak for yourself and speak your truth. Now, Grandfather Sky is coming in, and this is just like, once again, offering thanks for things. But I'm not picking up with the card really, how the card is explained in the book. This is what I'm picking up from it. I kind of see that we're going from a masculine area in our life where we've been letting things logically be ruled, and then the clouds are clearing and our emotions are about to be seen, and so we're going to speak our truth. And then we have this star with this crescent moon, you know, because it's not a full moon, but it's illuminating some things in our emotional life that really need to be expressed. And that's what I feel Grandfather Sky is kind of telling you. It's like the sky is the limit. Stand tall, be grand, you know, seek advice, you know, don't feel that you have all the answers, and watch who your loyalty is to, because of the knight and Humanan, who's right there next to the knight. Now, Hunamans is a very controversial story. You know, there's a lot of different ways that it is said. However, he is featured as a strong warrior with Ramayana. Okay, the words that stick out for me are loyal devotee, symbol of unwavering devotion because of his bravery and dedication. Dedication is never easy. Oh my gosh, you're just like aligning your energy in your life with something that you're just like not even sure if it's gonna work out. And that's the taking the chance without knowing the outcome. But Hunaman is like so devoted, and it's saying search within your heart to see what areas of your life require your attention, and give yourself permission to honor your heart's truth. Be devoted to your heart's truth. What is your heart space really trying to tell you about your root chakra? Where do you feel the most ungrounded? How do you think you can get grounded? What is it that needs to happen in order for you to be grounded? Okay? Now, Vishuddha, or the throat chakra, it's just speaking with integrity. I feel like a lot of the times what's going on for us as fire signs is we kind of think, we don't think all the time what we're going to say. We just react because we're so fiery. We're just like, bam, 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 I'm going to do this, I will do that. And a lot of time that gets us caught up in situations that probably aren't the best situations, because our mouth can get ahead of our thoughts. So balancing that energy would be very helpful with working with your root chakra. Okay. Now, also with the throat chakra, we have a Vishuddha. This is really, oh, I thought that was it right here, but it's not. When Vishuddha is deficient, okay, so when we're kind of low on it and we're not speaking our truth, we could also be unable to express our thoughts or use manipulation to get what we want, because that's the way that we think that we should do it. Now, when we're like excessive, like we're talking all the time, we can be arrogant, forcing our opinions on others, and not being very good listeners. So in order to keep that balance, we want to be good listeners as well as good speakers, and allowing the energy to speak for us also, okay? And to speak and communicate with self-expression. This is, you can carry blue crystals, eat blue fruits, wear more blue when you're going to go to a public speaking event. There's a lot of blue in this read. So I'm going to say, in order for us to get grounded, affirmations are going to be very important for us. Just because it's something that's being said and it's coming through our throat chakra. So it's almost like it has to start at the root, and it's going to have to travel all the way up those chakras until it comes out of our mouth. I am grounded. I am safe. I belong. I am lovable. I am strong. I am protected. And you say it so much that you start to believe it, because that's speaking with integrity, okay? Also, learning to listen and watch who you are loyal and devoted to. Make sure that it is an equal opportunity relationship or partnership. All right, let's see what we got going on. We will be using the Babylonian Tarot by Sandra Tabatha Cicero. Let's bless the card. Saint Cecilia bless the stack for fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the week of the 11th through the 17th shows the energy that you have for us on how to become more grounded. So it is. All right, and as I cut the deck, I have, you guys, I just did the water read, and y'all were all up in that water read. So if there are any fire signs and water signs going on, wow, that is some intense energy. You should check out the water signs read. Anyways, this is all about us neglecting our new beginning. So remember I said like the past, we might have been hurt, we might have went through situations, whether it was at work or whatever. That's in the past. So don't neglect this new beginning that's in front of you out of fear or out of not being grounded enough to take opportunity, because expansive energy is coming. Because that's what Grandfather Sky is saying. It's like, hey, the sky's the limit, guys. We're right there. You're at the cusp of getting what you want. What are you going to do to get it? Okay? Now, I'm not sure if I had extended this, but if you are experiencing any of the aftermath of Harvey, of Irma, of Jose, or of the earthquake, my heart goes out to you. I'm right there with you. I went through Harvey. I can only imagine what you're going through, and I pray that your situation, you come out shining super, super strong. All right, I just had to get that out before I kept going, and I didn't even acknowledge the energy. Okay, let me move these out of the way. I would say wear a lot of blue this week also, because that blue color is really coming out for you. We have the High Priestess, the Seven of Pentacles reversed, the Princess of Cups. There's that water sign. Three of Pentacles reversed. Holy moly, they got that upright in the same spot. And the Queen of Disc. So we have water and earth coming through. Overall energy is the Nine of Arrows reversed. And right behind it is this Nine of Cups. So I'm going to say maybe there's some fire signs who are dealing with a move or moving on, okay? And moves do tend to unground us because we're changing our locations and we're changing everything up. So the state of our root chakra right now is the High Priestess, which is attributed to the number 2, which may be about a relationship, a partnership, or something. But it's almost like you need to have the courage of who you are, get on that line, walk through the door, and believe that you are more than enough, and that all those synchronicities, all those things that are going on, they're coming together for a reason. Be brave, be bold, take a stand. Okay, the current state of your security or the current state of your root chakra, boo, you feel robbed, you feel broke down, you feel like you feel bankrupt. Okay, like all the money's gone. I've spoken with a lot of Leos lately. Anybody who has Leo in their chart lately after this eclipse kind of financially got hit. When we financially have these issues that come up, it is attributed to the root chakra also. So you have to be open to that abundance. I kind of feel like there's no way for us to be sitting there thinking that we're going to get grounded if we're not putting the work in. And I'm not calling you lazy. I'm talking about the energetic, spiritual work that needs to be put into it. You know, it's one thing to say, oh, I really want to manifest this, but what are you doing to manifest it? Are you just talking about it, or are you going to be about it? So the current state, I would say, is kind of at a weakness right now. It needs to be dealt with. Now, how to feel more grounded, or what or who could help with this? It could possibly be a water sign who's trying to offer us their cup of love, or anybody who's trying to offer us a job, a relationship, or something new, but it's being offered, okay? And this is either it being offered to you or you needing to offer it to someone else, okay? And that is what's going to help you feel more grounded. Now, I am going to see what we can pull to clarify it better. And this water sign is Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, okay? Maybe even Aquarius at the very, Judgment. Okay, so we have to make a decision and we have to make a choice. And I feel like it's about a relationship. And we're looking at this Three of Pentacles reversed, like, oh, what am I feeling so unbalanced about? Why is it? Is it my work, life, love balance? Is it my work, family, fun balance? What kind of imbalance am I looking at? And why are they making this offer to me? Is this too good to be true? What's going on? So that's almost the situation that we're at right now. The good way to balance is to harness the skills of working, okay? When we have the Three of Disc reversed, I always say it's great to go get an outside opinion. therapy, social aid, as far as like a friendship conversation, but somebody who's very grounded and can see your situation from a different perspective is going to alleviate some of that imbalance in your life. All right. The result, I feel, is you gonna be the boss hog, boo-boo. You either gonna hook up with this a money-making machine right here, or you are gonna become the businesswoman that you need to be, or the businessman that you need to be. Remember, this is a general read. Now, this may be about finances for some. If so, the reason why you're feeling very ungrounded is because your security is being, it's like a freaking nightmare. I mean, damn. You're like, holy shit, I'm not going to have enough money. I don't have it. I don't know what I'm going to do. How am I going to do this? And that energy causes anxiety. That anxiety causes doubt. Doubt invites loss. And you just create a perpetual cycle of it not coming out the way that it needs to come out. Okay? Now, with that being said, I want to go and see how we can work with that Three of Pentacles reverse. Let me see which deck it's going to come from. Do you have an answer? No. I knew it was you. Do you want to talk for the Queen of Disc? No. Do you want to talk for the Queen of Disc? Okay. So the animal deck wants to tell us how to get balanced. And there's like so many that want to come out. It's probably like we need to be balanced like crazy, and we're just like doing everything else. A book. There we go. So I had 2 cards come out. All right. So this is how to get unbalanced, okay? At work, in relationships, whatever it is, stop being your own poison. I feel like it's almost your own energy setting you back. It's like you can't see the forest because you're in the trees, and it's just like, what the hell is going on? All I see is these damn trees. How beautiful can it really be? And you're failing to see the beauty of the situation. This is also a situation that's highly emotional, where you need to be more grounded, because the platypus goes in between water and earth. And it says, stop complaining and focusing your attention on the blessings in your life. Grandfather Sky is about being more thankful. The Knight was about being more thankful. Platypus is just telling you, look, man, you might not have everything you want. You might not have all your ducks in a row. Everything might not be copacetic. But damn it to hellfire sign, you got a lot of good things going for you. And if you pay more attention to that, it might work out better for you. Okay, because then you're going to be able to make a decision on the business you want to create, on the relationship you want to create, on the family you want to create. Okay, now this is sensitivity. This is being grounded. It says power flows wherever your attention goes. Power is a life force of spirit. And when your attention is focused on negative thoughts, which is kind of what I just said, you attract the negative. So practice focusing on the positive, okay? Or focusing on the things you desire as opposed to what you don't desire with that Seven of Pentacles reversed. The longer you keep looking at that, baby, the longer it's going to keep coming at you. Now, the Queen of Pentacles has something for us. Queen of Disc, oh, what you got, Justana? Oop, just hitting all the cameras. All right. Three of Cups. So it will be in abundance. It will be more things coming in. It'll be more love coming in. More celebration coming in. Also, be very careful if you're in a third-party relationship. If you start realizing if that's not what you want, this might be that moment where you rise out and move away from it. However, what I'm really picking up is once you make the decision to stop looking at what you don't have and start looking at what you do have, that grounding energy is going to bring forth that abundance, that joy, that happiness that wants to come in. And it is so ironic that water signs had fire all in it, and I mean water is all up in yours. And so like I said, you're either involved with a water sign or you are freaking emotional as they say, as all get out. Okay, I was about to say another curse word, but I'm probably gonna get dinged so much. Now this Nine of Arrows reversed is your overall energy. I kind of feel like that's why we need to get grounded, is we're all up in our head. We're so stressed out. We're like any possibility that's rolling in your way, you're like, oh, hell no, that ain't gonna work. That didn't work in the past, it's not gonna work today, it's not gonna work tomorrow. And there's that platypus energy. And before you know it, you were staring or you were knocking at heaven's door, and now you're 10 feet under trying to figure out where the flashlight is. Okay? So don't be your own worst enemy. Now, the rune that came out for you, I found it quite interesting because it's attributed to the number 3 also. So with that being said, this is about either a third-party relationship. This is either about having a baby, merging families, or partnerships in a job, okay? It's about the merging of something, and it has to deal with the number 3. Now, we got the rune wired, okay, which pisses me off because it's like, it's a blank rune, okay? It says that we're not going to know that the fate has not already been decided. Why has it not been decided? Because we're not harnessing the energy. We're not putting out there what we want, so the fates can't work in our favor is what it's trying to say. So it's uncertainty, it's unknown, and it's all about having faith. We got to be like, what is his name, Meikle? You got to have faith, faith, faith. That's what we got to do. We got to believe that we're going to get what we want, and that's how we're going to stay grounded, okay? So this is also attributed to the deity known as Norns. Now, they were the weird sisters, the 3 witches who taught Macbeth in the Shakespeare play, but they spin the threads of fate by the tree of life. They're both malevolent and benevolent, okay? So they're believed to visit when you're born and when you die. They represent the past, the present, and the future. Now, they also were shapeshifters into swans, and they would come and give messages to man and then go back to their realm. So it says, we cannot know all that there is to know. The greatest secrets are revealed in their own time. And it's almost like, as fire signs, we want to know what tomorrow holds. We want to know that like 4 days ago so that we already know what to do. And so it's about slowing down and allowing the energy to happen, allowing things to be, and to remember that sometimes asking too much or trying to look into something way too much can cause that anxiety and cause us to doubt ourselves. But instead, we must go with the flow and have faith that everything is going to work out according to the plan and according to the will that it's supposed to be. Okay? Now, overall energy, we got clean it up, buttercup. All about the reindeer. He has got his little duster buster and he's ready. We need to get to the core of the situation. Get away from the burdens. Clean house. Get away from those things that no longer serve us, okay? Emotional, physical, spiritual, whatever's not working, get rid of the clutter, baby. What's that? Hoarders, you need to call those people come in and to get all the hoarding stuff you've been holding on to. And hoarding, yes, you can hoard emotions too. It's time to let those go. So, energetically speaking, it's just time to get rid of everything. If you have bills that need to be paid, get rid of the clutter, get rid of the paper, get rid of everything that is distracting your energy from becoming the Queen of Pentacles and having your abundance, okay? Now, if this is a relationship, it's just time to clear the air. It's time to speak out about what it is you want with integrity. Remember, we are the Knight. So, speak with truth and speak with honesty. If this is financial, just do what needs to be done. Clean things up. Do what you got to do. Pay your bills. Make them phone calls. Answer the phone. And say no if you got to. Okay? That's what your overall energy is for your root chakra. All right? So hopefully that offers you some insight on how to get grounded. If you have questions or you want a personal read, hit me up at arianaluciano@gmail.com or on the gram at Ariana Luciano. Remember, tomorrow is Sunday. I will be going live at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. And that is where I just do a weekly read and we go with the energy flow that's coming through. All right, be blessed, take care, and big, big hugs, fire signs. You guys are all in my prayers. Thank you so much for being a part of my family.